Hello ladies, welcome to another video. Today's is not going to be about nail art but about swatches. As some of you remember from my last video, I found these products at Ross. I found these for a very good price. Many of you really liked these ones and wanted to see swatches, so that is what I'm going to be showing you today. If you don't want to miss them, please keep watching, but before we continue, don't forget to subscribe. Real quick, I want to remind you that these nail polishes did not come with names. They do not have any labels on the bottom or the caps, neither did the cardboard that they came in. So I'm just gonna have to number them from 1 to 6 because those are the 6 polishes that I'm going to be swatching for you today. Alright, so nail polish number 1 is a pink iridescent polish with some blue shift. There is some chunky glitter in there, but there is not enough as to say that this is a glitter polish. I am having a little bit of a hard time trying to define these nail polishes, and it's also really hard to know more about them when you do not know the names, so I have no clue to what collection do they belong or when were they released. I believe that I have seen some of these at Walmart and they might just be similar nail polishes or they could as well be the same. I have not been there since I got these nail polishes to compare them. Alright, so I think the first coat went pretty well, but I needed to see how this would look with a second coat, which by the way, I feel like it make it look so much better. In my personal opinion, I do feel like the glitter did not match much the base color of the polish, so I don't feel like they really go together, but here is how two coats look on this pink iridescent polish. Nail polish number 2. This is white as well iridescent nail polish. It also has some glitter. I do not feel like this one has that much of a chunky glitter, and another thing that helps a lot is that the glitter is holographic. As you can tell, it also has a shift and this one is a little bit of green. In my personal opinion, I feel like this glitter does match better the base color of the polish. It was obviously not a one coater, so I knew for sure that I would have to apply a second coat. Something that I want to point out is that on the first coat you could barely see some of that green shift that this nail polish has, and on the second coat you could see it much better. Honestly, I feel like these polishes will look better under the sunlight rather than these filming lights that I'm using right now. Now it's time to swatch polish number 3. This is a golden polish as well as the other ones. It does have some chunky glitter in there, but the exception is that this one actually has more glitter than the previous ones. It also has that blue-green shift to it, which makes it a little bit unique. I honestly thought this was one of my favorite ones as soon as I saw it in the bottle, but after applying the first coat, I was very disappointed. I do not like the idea that these polishes do not have a base color. It is very sheer and then the glitter just kind of feels like it doesn't belong there. Maybe it's just me because I usually lean toward polishes that are very opaque. I don't really go for polishes that look like toppers. I kind of wonder how good this one would look sponge, but I don't feel like that's the point. If I'd sponge it out, it would kind of lose that iridescent effect and I will end up having just glitter. Now it's time to swatch polish number 4. Once again, this was one of my favorite ones from the entire set. I also lean towards blue polishes a lot. I have mentioned this before, but this one actually looked a little bit more promising. As you can see, it also has that green shift, but it also looks like the base color is a little bit more opaque than the previous ones that I swatched. I was actually very pleased with this color. I feel like the opacity that it gave me in the first coat was much better compared to the previous ones I just showed you, and also I was even more satisfied on how it looked after the second coat. I also felt like the glitter that it had wasn't too chunky and the color actually matched it, so even if it had a little bit of texture, it didn't feel like the glitter was taking all the attention. It actually just matched perfectly with the base color, and this one was for sure my favorite one of them all. This is polish number 5. This is another blue polish, but this one is a little bit more on the light side. Just as the other ones, this one also had the green shift, and it is also an iridescent polish. The only difference between this one and the other blue that I just swatched is that the base color of this one is more like clear. And to be honest with you, I felt like the polishes looked so amazing in the bottle, but I do not feel like they perform as well on the nail. And by no means I'm trying to say that they are bad or if they are not good quality. I just feel like in personal preference, this is a polish that I would have not bought if I had the chance to swatch it or to see someone reviewing it before. I just feel like this is not my cup of tea, but while I do not see me using this solely as a base color, I could see me using this for some nail art. But on the bright side, this other blue polish also looks a lot better than the other ones that I showed you previously, so that is a win. And now we have made it to the last polish that I will be swatching for you. This will be number 6. This is a bronze color. It also has some glitter, and the base color of it also looks a little bit more opaque in the bottle, but actually swatching it on the nail, you can barely see it. Another thing is that unlike the other ones, this one did not have that green shift. This actually has a little bit more of a pinkish tone to it. It's a little bit hard to describe. One more thing that I want to mention before the end of these swatches is that I'm not a big fan of the texture that these polishes have once they dry up. The glitter does really stand out, and I know many of you told me that a good thick layer of top coat will fix this issue, and I do agree that it would make it look different, but I'm just here to show you how it looks just like that without a top coat. I'm sure that they would look better and the texture will probably get hidden underneath the thick layer of top coat, but this is just as they look right now. So needless to say, I was honestly very disappointed with these polishes. Once again, I felt like they looked very pretty in the bottle, but I did not feel like they performed as good on the nail. And once again, I want to say that they are not bad. They are just simply not the type of polish that I will buy, but I will for sure try to use them in some nail art, and hopefully I can get in love with them, but we will see. By now, we have made it to the end of this video. Please let me know in the comments if you feel the same way as I do, or if you actually like this set. And if you do like one or two of these polishes, please let me know which one is the number that you like the most. As always, I want to thank you all very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.